consensus.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 5. So a few weeks ago we had a release of a bunch of leaks for The Flash Season 5 as a whole, so for more than just a few episodes. Obviously they weren't for the entire season, but they would have been for at least half the season or around that amount, maybe just before the crossover. And then about a week after that, maybe a bit less, we had some leaks for specifically Episode 1 that were released. Which made sense as they were heading into the start of Episode 1's filming, so it's plausible that some information around that episode would, get out there. But as we head into the last week before Comic-Con, as well as the midpoint or so, I guess, of Episode 1's filming, we actually have a few more leaks hitting the internet. Now, these leaks aren't hitting the same places those first couple of spoiler drop leak things happened. Those first couple were on 4chan. These ones are coming from a Twitter account known as CC Spoilers. Now, this account has been around before, it's existed before. However, they do have a tendency to delete their tweets, and before they resurfaced in the past day or so, they had their account deleted, or they deleted their account. I'm not sure if Twitter deleted it, unsure. I have used some of their stuff from, I think it was back in Season 2. It could have been Season 3, but I feel like it was ages ago. So I'm going to say it was Season 2. And they were right for the most part in what they revealed back then. But that was back in, it was in the middle of Season 2. It wasn't right towards the end like we are now, or right towards the beginning, like we are now. Or actually, we're before the season even starts, so it's even earlier. There is another account that releases Supergirl spoilers that is very similar to this one. It wouldn't surprise me if it's run by the exact same person. So the account should still have these tweets up by the time I release the video, or just whenever you're watching this video. But if they are deleted, I will include them in this video. So there's no loss there, I guess. But I'm just letting you know why they might be deleted, because there's a tendency to that would happen. But if that account is still up, it's probably best to go and follow it if you do want to see any future tweets with like leaks and minor spoilers and stuff, if you're interested in that. Now, there are a lot of drops this time around, so I will spread these over 2 videos, except the second video in a couple of days or so. I'm not too sure when I'll bring it out. A lot of the info in that video has to do with crossover stuff. I think like literally 90% of it is crossover stuff. There might be one thing that's not crossover related. So yeah, just giving you a heads up about that one. But do let me know in the comments section down below what you think of these new leaks, as well as which one you are the most intrigued by or interested by, and looking forward to most. But do let me know in the comments section down below what you think of these new leaks, as well as which one you are most intrigued by and are looking forward to the most. As well as make sure to drop a like on it if you're going to enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel, as we will be going over all the DC TV stuff and more from Comic-Con the next week. So this is basically the best channel for that, because I'll be going over every single show. But obviously, before getting into these leaks, remember, take these with a grain of salt. These aren't confirmed, just keep that in mind. So the first piece of information from this leak revolves around the newest member to the show, and that is of course the daughter of Barry Norris, that being Nora Allen. Now, CC Spoilers is saying this: Nora Allen future scene, Nora will have different hair. So going into this season, we know that Nora is from 30 years in the future, so she has seen a lot of stuff, most likely. Probably some stuff involving villains that Barry has faced before that have, started causing chaos again, such as various members of the Rogues, and maybe even a certain yellow-suited evil speedster. But going from this, my personal opinion at least would be that, seeing that this is a future scene with Nora with different hair, that it is of Nora, in the future obviously, but before she came back to the earlier points in Season 4. So the wedding, the times of jitters, and all of them. And we could possibly be seeing the reason that she came back and decided to mess with time in very minor ways, but just multiple times. The next thing that CC Spoilers said was, Wally is planned for 3 more appearances this season, 4 in total including Episode 1. So this is something we thought would be the case. Like, we knew Wally wasn't coming back as a regular, but Ken Lonsdale said this, but we also guessed that he would show up a few more times in the season. Not much to really go over here, but for the sake of the video, if I had to pick those 3 episodes for him to rock up again in, I would say the crossover, which if it's in Episode 8, would also be the 100th episode of The Flash. So that is an episode you would expect Wally, or definitely expect Wally to return for. And then those other 2 I would expect to occur later in the season, possibly the finale, but just episodes later in the season to build hype. But let me know what you think about Wally showing up again, and what episodes do you think he'll show up again in after Episode 1. The next piece of information from CC Spoilers is this: New Earth 3 Speedster is Avery Ho. No plans for episode introduction yet. So this is pretty interesting. So obviously in Enter Flash Time last year or last season, we had Garrick reveal that he was taking a step back and would be training a new Speedster over on Earth 3, who is in fact a female. Now, many thought that the mystery girl was the speedster from Earth 3 for some reason. I'm not sure why that was a theory, but yeah. CC Spoilers is apparently telling us that this speedster will in fact be Avery Ho. Now, when I did a video going over this reveal from Enter Flash Time, I did bring up that Avery Ho would, probably be the most likely choice due to the fact that, well, she is a female speedster from the comics, but also because she would diversify the show more by having an Asian speedster on the show. Not just another Asian character and like a focused character, but an Asian speedster, which is a major focus on the show. And yeah, in the comics, Avery Ho is the Flash of China and a member of the Justice League of China. I hope this is what happens and that CC Spoilers is telling us the truth in regards to this one. The next CC Spoilers information drop actually relates to what we just went over, and that is that Jay Garrick's appearance is unknown yet, as he is set to appear in that episode with Avery Ho, might I say, the only episode planned for him. This one for me doesn't actually make too much sense, as it starts off with saying that Jay's appearance is unknown, but then it says he will be in the same episode as Avery, which makes it known? Anyway, this might just be a mistake by CC Spoilers. Maybe they just worded it in a really terrible way. I don't know. But I think we all assumed Jay would be in the episode where this Earth 3 speedster would be introduced because he said he was training her. And I personally am not surprised that it might be his only appearance due to the fact that even though it is cool to see Jay show up, like it's cool to see all the other speedsters rock up every now and then, there isn't really any moment where he is necessarily needed. Unless it is for Barry needing some guidance or something, Jay, when it comes down to it, isn't that useful. I'm just telling the truth there. So if they're going to use him for an episode, have it be this one and just have a really cool episode with some Earth 3 action. Maybe we can go to Earth 3 for that episode. The third last piece of info from CC Spoilers is no plans for Black Flash. Now, many were asking during Season 4 if we were going to see Black Flash rock up again, or, Zombie Zoom, if you want to call him. There weren't many times when I just saw multiple "where is Black Flash" questions, especially when I did Q&A videos. But when it comes down to it, Black Flash is a pretty niche character when it comes down to him being, well, relevant. It is hard to have him show up. However, when it comes to Season 5 and what we already know has gone down with a certain character, then it is pretty weird and pretty damn inconsistent that Black Flash won't be turning up. And that, of course, is due to Nora Allen and her messing with the timeline. Like, really, Black Flash should be on her ass. Where the hell is he? I know Killer Frost froze him in the Season 3 finale, but Black Flash is, well, unkillable for the most part. I don't think unkillable is an actual word, but let's just move on. But yeah, the fact that he won't show up seems weird to me, so this is one that I'm hoping isn't true, just so there isn't too much hate thrown towards the show for this potential plot hole, because it is a plot hole. The second last info piece is Reverse Flash will return, but no details, might I say, on that yet. Now, I would like to see Reverse Flash return, but literally just for a small cameo or to be maybe a focus of one episode. And the reason for that is that I really just don't want them to do too much with him in regards to another story, and just leave that for another season where he would be the big bad again. I think most of us believe that in the next few seasons we will get another version of the Reverse Flash being the big bad and terrorizing Barry and Team Flash once again, and that's what we can hope for at least. But yeah, like, I don't know, a lot of people want the Reverse Flash origin story to properly happen on the show, and so do I. And a lot of people think, okay, if we have Nora Allen in the show, this could be a good way to mix it in there. But I'm like, no, because I believe the show will use Reverse Flash as the villain again, so why not save the origin story for that season? Make it like a younger Reverse Flash that is the villain. Like, that'd be really cool, and we see his origin story, how he became Reverse Flash, and all of that. I think that's the way to go, and I think it'd be a waste if you just shoved it into another season where he isn't the main focus. And the last piece of information from CC Spoilers for this video, at least, as I said, we'll have another video in the next few days with the other half of what he dropped. This last piece is Caitlin will have a new Killer Frost outfit. Interesting that he used the word outfit, but yeah. Now this once again doesn't surprise me. Seeing that Killer Frost left and we are sort of getting a soft reboot with Killer Frost on the show, you would think we would get another outfit or suit, whatever you want to call it. The big thing that will decide what the suit looks like, I guess, will probably be whether the Killer Frost is full on evil this season, or whether it is similar to Season 4 Killer Frost where she fought with Team Flash and not against them. It will still look, roughly the same, you would think, but just a different pattern or slight changes in design or something like that. I guess we'll have to wait and see, because we'll have to, I guess. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on these leaks. As I said, take them with a grain of salt. They're not confirmed at all. These are just leaks, as we usually get. Some of them might be right, some of them might be wrong. All of them could be wrong, all of them could be right, who knows? And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. As I said, CC Spoilers Twitter account will be linked in the description down below if you want to go check them out. You'll be able to see the spoilers I'm going to be talking about in a couple of days. If you want to get a heads up, as I said, they're basically all to do with the crossover from memory at least. I think 1 or 2 aren't. But yeah, until the next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.